There we go. Greetings and salutations, y'all. Welcome to 773 Oracle and Tarot. It is your girl, Chi-Town Ronnie. Here to give the collective, that's you, my little terabytes, your emotional and spiritual forecast for this fine day of Friday evening, otherwise known as Thursday, May 8th, in the year of our Lord, 2025. What it do, what it do, what it do. Greetings, y'all. Hold on. Can y'all see the shuffle? Here, cover this up. Let me. Y'all see the shuffle? Let me do the spread. Yeah. Okay, we got that card. All right, we're gonna get this out. All right, y'all. So before I go any further, let's do a few things. Now, generally, when I break down the astrological forecasts, I use this tarot deck. This is the Luz Guerrero tarot cards. Now, they are authentic to Pamela Coleman's Smith, her illustrations. But recently, my YouTube videos have been taken down all because of this card. For all of the shit that YouTube posts, the twerking videos, the shooting videos, all that stuff, cartoon titties and a cartoon dick goes against community guidelines. Y'all, I'm so fucking disgusted. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. I went against community guidelines. Now, these illustrations have been around for 116 years. When Pamela Coleman Smith, when she did this, I mean, for 116 years, no one had an objection to this shit. Now, all of a sudden, YouTube got a bug up their ass, and cartoon titties and a cartoon dick is going to be all of that. All right, y'all. So you know what? Listen, and let me say this. Being a content creator, I never thought this shit was going to be easy. I don't need easy. I need fair. I don't need easy. I just need fair. And for them to strike that video over some... So now, for the sake of YouTube and for my channel, we're going to be using Chris Ann's, her Light Seer Tarot. Chris Ann is a very accomplished artist. This woman, she made a... wait a minute. I don't know any card reader that does not own her deck. This deck will be going down. It's legendary. The artwork is beautiful. You know, it's a revamping of the tarot. But I'm a traditionalist. Hey, Pamela Coleman Smith, she was commissioned, you know, by Rider and Waite to do those illustrations. That's the shit I want to see. I digress. It is what it is. So, y'all, once again, Thursday, May the 8th. Let us get into it. Thank you for letting me vent. The moon in Libra is opposing Neptune and Venus that's in Aries. So the energy is going to spark some confusion in relationships. There's going to be some indecisiveness when it comes to matters of the heart, or craving beauty over truth. That's not good. But if you work this energy correctly, this can also be a portal for some deep emotional clarity. So, using the Chris Ann's Light Seers Tarot, let's break this down because I don't want to offend nobody. The fuck? So, right off the bat, we got the moon. Can y'all see that? The moon. So, traditionally, the moon means uncertainty, dreams, subconscious fears, and psychic messages. This one right here, the moon reveals where trauma, where projection, and unconscious conditionings cloud our clarity. It's the archetype for the inner child that's navigating through emotional fog. So when we pull this card right here is asking us to name our fear and to sit with it and witness how it's shaped our emotional reactions, not as punishments, but as protection. So when you ask yourself how your fear has shaped you, then ask yourself, is this still necessary? This is what the moon in Libra is doing with us at this moment. So there's going to be a lot of confusion because you're going to be facing some shit you'd rather not face. But let me say this to you all. Confusion is often a calling for you to trust your spirit over your senses. And let the divine do the decoding. You just keep walking. So for this card, we're going to affirm. My intuition is my light, and I walk by divine knowing, not illusions. My intuition is my light, and I walk by divine knowing, not illusions. The next card is going to be the Justice card. And Justice, this is going to be the moon in Libra. So the traditional meaning is like fairness, truth, accountability, choices that align with the inner and outer harmony. And in this astrological aspect, this card calls attention to emotional people-pleasing and false peace. So when we pull this card for this astral transit, this card right here is, how do I want to say this? This card is asking, where have you silenced your voice to avoid disruption? So when we pull this card, this card right here is a reclamation for your right to speak your truth, even if it disrupts others. Babies, let me tell you something. Let me say this to you. Peace that costs you your authenticity is not peace. That's an emotional debt. Let me say that again so you can say it with me. Peace that costs you your authenticity is not peace. It is an emotional debt. So with this card, Justice, I want you all to remember, justice is not vengeance. Justice is divine order. It's a rhythm that restores what imbalance distorted. So you need to stand in your truth, and the universe will always stand with you. So with this card, we are going to affirm, I align with divine order. I honor peace without betraying myself. I honor peace without betraying myself. Last but not least, the Lovers. Please note, YouTube, no, there ain't no titties and no cartoon dick being seen, all right? The Lovers. This is Venus and Aries. The traditional meaning is romance, partnership, decisions from the heart, and a fork in the soul's road. But now for this astrological transit, the Lovers reveal the part of you that equates desire with danger or connection with compromise. This card in this astrological transit asks, are your choices driven by love or by fear of loneliness? So, when we get this card, when we get this card, we want to heal the wound that says love must be earned through sacrifice. My terabytes, with the energy of this planetary alignment, let yourself be chosen without you shape-shifting, excuse me. Let yourself be chosen. Baby, who you are and what you got is good enough. And sweetheart, if they want it, they want it. And if they don't, fuck them. It is what it is. The cosmos right now are not playing with us. This stuff is up in our face for a reason. I didn't give you all an affirmation for this one. Here we go. So we're going for this card right here. I am worthy of passionate, peaceful love. I choose what mirrors the divine in me. And that's the work, babies. That's the work. Reconnecting with our divine selves. So, with this astrological transit, here are the questions. Where are you ignoring your inner voice in order to maintain the peace? Here's another question. What illusions or desires are you clinging to that distort your truth? Those questions bring up a lot of feelings that you don't want to face. I'm going to hold your hand so that you can do that. And with that, I'm going to give you all an affirmation that you can hold on to while you're sorting this shit out, because this is heavy duty work. It's heavy duty work. Here's your affirmation, babies. Here's your affirmations. Here for this transit, you can affirm, I release illusions and return to divine clarity. My heart sees truth and my actions reflect that. I would have been happy with that first part. I would have been happy with I release illusions and return to divine clarity, but there had to be more, and that's what infinite wisdom gave me. So the entire affirmation is, I release illusions and return to divine clarity. My heart sees truth and my actions reflect it. That is a complete affirmations for that. So for the spiritual download, we're going to be using the Magic of You Oracle. You all saw me do my shuffle. You all saw me do my pull. The card that we got for the collective is card number 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. When we talk about the numerological aspect of the number 6, we're talking about harmony. We're talking about improvement. We're talking about balance. We're talking about peace. We're talking about family matters, romance matters. The number is very congruent with what's going down astrologically. This card says translucence. Love the darkness. So y'all saw me do my shuffle. Y'all saw me do my pull. I can't make this shit up. So we got this card. And translucence it's a veil of light. What's hidden is not gone. It's becoming. Think of like a stained glass window. When it's beginning to be the dawn and like you've got that morning fog, it's only until the sun comes through that you can see the vibrancy of the color of that stained glass window. Same thing with this right here. Just because that light source wasn't there does not mean that color wasn't there. And that's what we're talking about right here. It goes hand in hand with the astrological forecast. Babies, just because you don't talk about your issues, just because your trauma, you've got it somehow in check, it does not mean that you're healed. Just because we sweep it under the rug does not mean that it's not there. This is what we're talking about with this translucency. Not fully seen, not fully hidden. The truth is forming, so let it come through. Translucency is that space between clarity and confusion. It's a pause where intuition wakes up and overthinking steps back. So, you don't have to rush the knowing. Sometimes peace comes in the waiting. Let the fog work its medicine. You are still receiving. You are still perceiving. Divine order doesn't always come sharp and clear. It comes in trust. The light is moving through you. That's what we're talking about with this translucence. So we're going to affirm, I'm guided even when the way is soft and slow. I am guided even when the way is soft and slow. Babies, that is your reading for this fine day of Thursday, May the 8th, in the year of our Lord 2025. Please make sure to do all the things. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I said you got to hit that notification bell. Go on and hit it. You won't regret it. Leave me a commentary, and I'll be back tomorrow. And with all that being said, y'all stay blessed, baby.